This one here is a sea hare. It may sound funny, but this creature spends the entire day devouring algae on the ocean floor. It even looks cute, but it's known for releasing a purple toxin that can make your tan go from this to this in minutes and destroy everything. Found a store that sells this pet, and of course, it arrived on the same day. I used a knife to open the box. And here she is! Wow, look at this! This thing is huge! I placed her to acclimate in this compartment of the aquarium, and after 10 minutes, I grabbed this bucket and put her inside. Okay, I hope she doesn't release the toxin while I'm doing this. After 30 minutes in the bucket acclimating with the aquarium water drip, it's time to release her. Poor thing, she has no idea what's going on, man. She dropped down eating already. And now, I finally understood why she's called a hare. She has these little horns that really look like rabbit ears. But they are actually rhinophores, which work like sand and current sensors. But to me, she looks more like a boar. One thing I didn't tell you is that my tank had an imbalance and is being taken over by green hare algae. And the sea hare is the perfect animal to eat them, because in nature, it feeds almost exclusively on algae. Will she be able to eat everything? If you haven't noticed yet, she's a mollusk, the same group as snails. Yes, the ones I have here in the tank. Except, of course, she's like 20 times bigger and doesn't use a shell. She's basically a sea slug. 3 days pass, and I caught her doing this, hanging upside down trying to climb down. She saw me and even looked at me like, "Relax, human, I know what I'm doing." This right here was the funniest scene I've seen. She was trying to grab the algae stuck on the hose, but the problem is that the hose shoots out super strong water. Poor thing. And once again, I found her looking downwards. And even felt bad, like she was stuck there, but that's just how it looks. The sea hare is deceiving, because this creature has something that almost no one noticed at first glance. Wings! Yes, real wings! Or better, parapodia. 2 huge panels of skin that look loose but make all the difference. With them, she can basically fly underwater, flapping her wings to rise or opening them to glide. When she is still, the wings stay closed, hugging the body for protection. This is the first time I have ever seen a mollusk with wings. Trust me, it's crazy. On day 5, I saw her like this. Now you can see her real size. Even my parakeet Sese got scared. Her belly area is bigger. She looks chubbier. And that's why in some places they call her sea cow, because she actually kind of looks like one. I tried to swing on her, and look how strange. She almost looks like a snake. I have to show you this. She slid off the rock, stuck her mouth to the glass, and let go. It was funny watching her sway with the current until she grabbed on again. Oh, and I didn't see her eating much algae. She's staying more on the glass. And this rock here, for example, is full of algae, meaning she's not eating. I researched a lot to see what I could feed her, and some people recommend giving nori. So I went to the market and bought some. Oh, and it has nothing to do with this, but I also bought this camera. So from now on, you'll see rivers in 4K. This is the nori, yes, the one used in Japanese food. I'll use a knife to open it, and done. Basically, this is a mix of dried seaweed. What sea hares likes the most is ulva algae, the one that looks like lettuce. I hope she likes the nori. I'll take a little piece and give it to her. Wow, she grabbed it immediately. She really must be hungry. Good thing she liked it. At night, she's scaring me again. She was in another outflow, but this time she was heading toward the part that sucks water in. Since she's so soft, I was afraid she'll get stuck and not be able to escape. I kept watching, and she passed through it like it was nothing. This is day 10, and I found her like this. She looked thinner, wasn't moving, and something strange was coming out of her. After researching, I saw that sea hares don't stay on glass. If she's there, something is wrong. She needs to stay on the rocks eating. Without food, she starts shrinking and moves less and less. I even put nori right in front of her, but the current wouldn't let her move. It looked like she had spent the whole night holding on, so she wouldn't be swept away. I decided it was time to rescue her. I grabbed this bucket, filled it with aquarium water, put on this glove, and I hope she doesn't release the toxin. Here she is, very shrunk, but at least she's moving a little. I'll take this algae and feed her. Since there is no covering in the bucket, it's much easier for her to capture food and move without wasting too much energy. The algae was floating up, so I held it for her. Please don't bite my finger, Mr. Hare! She went very slowly, at her own pace, and managed to eat plenty. I left her there in the corner with lots of algae for an hour so she could keep eating. When I came back, she even looked a bit chubbier. That's a sign everything worked. Now, I'm going to release her again. You might be wondering, what if she releases the toxin? Relax, I've thought the same thing. The sea hare can indeed release a defensive purple ink when it feels seriously threatened. In the wild, this works like an underwater smoke screen. It confuses predators and gives her time to make a dramatic escape. But let's organize this. First, she's not toxic to humans. She's not venomous to the touch. She won't burn your skin. She's not going to poison you. You're not going to turn purple either. Relax. Now, in an aquarium, if she releases ink in a small system, it can cause some issues. The water can turn purple, oxygen levels can drop, and other animals can become stressed. But here, she's in 280 liters, with strong filtration, good circulation, and proper oxygenation. In other words, it's not like she can press a button and wipe out the entire system. And there's another important detail. She doesn't release ink for just anything. It's not because you look at her funny that she'll activate ninja mode. This only happens under extreme stress, a direct attack, rough handling, or a real threat. And here, she's calm, eating, walking around, basically an algae vacuum cleaner with leader ears. But of course, I'm still keeping an eye on her, because when it comes to aquariums, we never give nature 100% certainty. Now choose your next video, and I'll see you there.